Mr. President, what an honor to be here in the White House with you, second time around. And I think when people look at the first 6 months of this administration, you have had more success, I think, than many presidents in history throughout the term of their entire term in office. A lot of people look at what you've done, though, and they say, had you not had 4 years in between, maybe all this success would not be possible. Do you agree with that?
Well, experience is very important in life. I think talent is more important than experience, but if you can have them both, somehow it's a very good thing. But experience is very important. I think it also helped. It was very bad for the country, but it also helped to have 4 years of horror. What went before me was horror. And by comparison, I think anything looks good. And I don't want to demean what we've done, because we've done a lot of records, but what they've done to our country should never be forgiven. Allowing millions and millions of people to come into our country that shouldn't be here. It's such a big aspect of what we're doing now with the borders, and it could have been so easy. When I gave over the country, the border was great. Now it's better than it was, but it was much worse than it was in 2016 when I took it over. That was a border problem also. But I think when people see the horror show that we had for 4 years, an absolute horror show, they tried to kill, it was almost like they tried to kill our country. And the beautiful thing is now we have the hottest country in the world. You know, I was with the King of Saudi Arabia, the leader of Qatar, the leader of UAE, and many other leaders at NATO, separately, a whole group, and every one of them virtually said, you have the hottest country in the world right now. And 6 months ago, they also said, we thought your country was dead. They actually thought it was dead, and it felt dead. We had not only no leadership, we had negative leadership. It was a regressive leadership. So I think that probably makes it look good too, but we've done a lot.
Well, you know, throughout the 4 years, while you were not here at this White House, I know that there were some very dark times, some times where people counted you out, thought that you'd never come back, yet you're here right now. So in those moments, what was it that kept you going? Why is it that you are back here in this White House now, despite so many people saying it wasn't possible?
Well, number one, I saw what was happening to the country. They were destroying our country. They were allowing people to come into our country from prisons, from mental institutions, gang members, the worst gang members in the world, make our gang members look like, you know, nice people. They were coming in at levels that nobody had ever seen before. No check-in, no vetting, no anything, just come into our country and do whatever you want. And I saw what was happening, and it didn't take long. I saw that they were going to go, I built hundreds of miles of wall. There were little sections that you had to fill in just to close it in. And I saw that they weren't going to build them. And I even called in, I said, when are you going to just put those little sections? Would have taken 3 weeks. And I said, you know, they want to have open borders. And that's what it was. Open borders, no vetting. To me, that's, you know, inflation, I've already taken care of it. So many of the other things, look at energy, look at fuel, look at this, so many things we've done. But, you know, that's a big job, getting thousands, hundreds of thousands of criminals out of our country, murderers. 11,888 murderers. Many of those people have killed more than one person. Think of it. Murderers kill more than one person, more than half of them. And he let them into our country. It's not even, you know, we love this country. It's not even believable. And I guess it wasn't him so much as people surrounding the beautiful Resolute desk. And I know them all, and they're not good. They're smart, but they're not good. They're smart in a different way, but evil intention. And what he was the worst president in the history of our country because of them also, but he was the worst president in the history of our country, and nobody's done such damage to our country, and we're fixing it, and I think we're fixing it very fast.
Well, we are at the anniversary of your Butler rally, where Eric and I, along with Luke and Carolina, watched on live television as so many people across the country, and really the world did, when there was the assassination attempt on you. And as we come to this moment, I'm thinking back to what happened right after that. You actually called all of us on the phone. And it was amazing to me that that was what you thought to do, that you wanted us to know that you were okay. And I know that's a moment none of us will ever forget, and I'm sure for you, tenfold.
Well, it was unforgettable. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I got whacked. There's no question about that. And fortunately got down quickly. People were screaming, and I got down quickly, fortunately, because I think they shot 8 bullets. And one got me, and one got another one, and one got another one, and one killed Corey, the firefighter, great guy. And, we had a tremendous, massive crowd. Tens of thousands of people were there. And our sniper, within less than 5 seconds, was able to get him from a long distance with one shot. If he didn't do that, you would have had an even worse situation. It was really bad. But he really did his name is David, and he did a fantastic job. It went about his business just about 4 seconds. And that's when it all stopped, and he got him perfectly from a very long distance. So we got a little bit lucky in that regard.
There was so much conversation after that, though. You had members of Congress visiting the site there, people really on top of wanting to get answers to that. But I think we still are wondering.
Yeah. So they briefed me numerous times, the FBI, the Secret Service, sort of everybody. DOJ, Pamela's doing I think she's doing a fantastic job. But they briefed me, and I'm satisfied with it. I'm satisfied with it. They should have had somebody in the building. That was a mistake. They should have had communications with the local police. They weren't tied in. And they should have been tied in. So there were mistakes made. And that shouldn't have happened. And that building was a prime building in terms of what they were trying to do. So, but I was satisfied in terms of the bigger plot, the larger plot. I was satisfied. And, I have great confidence in these people. I know the people, and they're very talented, very capable. They had a bad day, and I think they'll admit that. They had a rough day. This is a very dangerous job, being president. I say a race car driver, 1% of 1%, think of that, die. It's not a lot. A bull rider, I think that's pretty dangerous. It's like 1/10 of 1% die. And with the president, it's like 5%. Why didn't you tell me this? I could have maybe made a different decision. But I wouldn't have made a different decision because we're doing so well. The country's back. And it's, as I said, everyone's saying we've got the hottest country in the world. Even doing this interview, I feel guilty because I'm supposed to right now be working.
We appreciate it, though.